where are you at with that, and just how important is that going to be for this game?
It'll be important. I mean, Autzon's. I've been there before on my official visit. It's a big stadium. It only holds 54,000, but I can bet in my gut that it'll get pretty loud. So, yeah, silent count's going to be helpful during that game.
Josh, how much do you guys kind of relish an opportunity like this to show the nation the improvement you've made in the O-line?
I think we relish it a lot. It's not just another game because every game's important. If we're playing Marshall, or if we're playing Akron, if we're playing Oregon, if we're playing Penn State, I think every game's crucial to take a next step to improve overall as an offensive line.
What stands out to you about this Oregon defensive line?
They're quick, they're powerful, they get off the ball, they're very well-rounded in run and pass.
Who played the role of Jordan Burch this week for 6'6", 290 pounds?
I don't think anybody can replicate what he does. So it's more of just getting live reps with Jack and JT to feel what it's actually going to be like in the game.
And then your impression of Burch, what just stands out about him?
He's a really good player, powerful, super strong. When he's 6'6", 290 and he moves like that, it's kind of scary. But at the same time, I think for us as offensive line, we got to do our job. Both tackles do their job, and I don't know. I think it'll be a good game.
Is there a player you can compare him to that you've gone against before, or is this kind of a truly unique situation for you?
Probably. I forget his name. Played in Missouri, number 6. Yeah. But Robinson was like 305. I didn't really get much pass situations with 6. During the Cotton Bowl, but I think he's kind of comparison to that.
How much do you view it as a test for some of the improvements you wanted to make in the offseason, getting quicker in pass pro and things like that?
I think it's huge. I think this is a big test to see where I'm at, and hopefully I put in the work to pass it.
Did it build confidence for you guys as an offensive line this week? It seems like it's been building all this first month of the season, but the Iowa run defense coming in as highly rated as it was, and then to run the ball successfully, especially in the first half like you did.
Yeah, well, Iowa's game is in the past, so like we got to focus on Oregon. Yeah, it's cool to rush for 200 yards against Iowa, but at the same time, like you got Oregon. They're tough, physical, strong. Like I said, well-rounded, and they're a really good defense.
Why are you guys running the ball so well this year?
Experience. I'd say that. I'd say experience. My second year, Josh's second year playing at Ohio State, Donovan's third year, Tegra, but I think Seth's experience too. But Tegra has that, I don't know, he leans on me and Seth, but at the same time, you see some things when Tegra goes on a tape, you're like, oh my gosh, like that guy's pretty good. Yeah, I think just the experience of us up front, and like I said, in pass pro, it'll be a good test. It'll be a good test when we go against this really good defense.
Where does that experience show up in a week like this, where it's not just really high talent football team you're playing, but also the lead up to the game? Where does that kind of experience show itself?
Film room, when we're meeting extra, everywhere. Even just sitting down in the locker room talking about what we're going to do on Saturday, how we're going to block it, all that stuff. We're constantly thinking about football and how we can get better at it, and how we can, I guess you could say, get better at the game that's coming, which is, I think, top 3 biggest games in the season.
Yeah, can you sense just the national appeal of this game too? Guys, I mean, how cool is that to be in the midst of that? But also, people want to know how good is Ohio State really?
Yeah, it's a test for us. I'm not a big. I don't like it on national television because if you get messed up, everybody knows. The reporters, the announcers, everybody. But at the same time, you got to embrace it too. I think last year personally, when it was a big game, I would kind of shy away from it. But now I feel more experienced and just ready to play the game, and it's a cool environment because you never get to experience anything like this ever again in your life. So,
What gives you confidence
Two more
that you
questions.
guys are ready for this when maybe you weren't in this stage last year?
experience. That's experience.
When Quinshon runs like he runs sometimes, is that inspiring for the offensive line? I don't know how much you get to watch him, actually.
Yeah, no. Usually I'm blocking, so I don't really get to watch them. The only one I got to watch was the Marshall touchdown when he was running. I don't know how fast, but I was trying to chase him down, and he kept getting farther and farther away. I was like, wow, I'm slow. So.
Yeah, but what does it mean to you to watch a guy run basically for one another, that kind of violence? I mean, running through tackles, shoving guys into the ground, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's cool and it's fun, but also, like you mentioned, Quinshon, but I think Trey has the same attributes as Quinshon, and I think they feed off of each other because, Quinshon will get a huge stiff arm, but Trey will just run through a guy's face. So I think feeding off of both of them, it really helps as offensive line. So
Josh, thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Have a day this week. All right, folks.